Hey guys, welcome back to the Time Bomb channel, of course with myself, the Bombardier, and I just wanted to address a new release that has got many of us chomping at the bit to get hands on, and I think that wait may soon be over. First up, I wanted to shout out to Morgan G-Shock for the update on this. I'll put a link down below to his Instagram. He has a ridiculous collection of G-Shocks, and he thankfully alerted me to this new release that we've now got that information. So thanks again, buddy, much appreciated. Also, a little bit weird for me, this is the first time I'm doing a video without the actual watch in hand, so apologies to regulars for that. I don't kind of like videos without the watch that's being talked about, because I think it's kind of lacking that key ingredient. However, the decision to go ahead and do that was because there's been so much talk about it, and there's also been so many people asking questions. Just wanted to kind of address them. So basically what we're looking at then is the new version of the GWG 1000. It's going to be called, interestingly enough, the GWG 2000, and it's being released real soon. The first models are going to be on sale in Asia in a few weeks time, and then the rest of the world I reckon around November time. It's going to retail for approximately $800 US, so quite similar in pricing to the 1000s, and we understand that there are going to be 3 versions, so let's take a quick look at those. So on the left hand side then we've got the GWG 2000 1A1 coming in sort of like this grey black. In the middle then we've got the 1A3, which is probably closer to the 1000 that I've got, which is the khaki green. And then over on the right hand side you've got the 1A5 being that sand version. And yeah, to me they look absolutely stunning. You can sort of pick up traces of both the Mudmaster and the Rangeman in all these designs, I think, a little bit, and obviously with a lot of the Mudmaster still there. And yeah, I'm still kind of deciding which one I prefer. But if we have a little bit of a closer look at the sand version, we can then start identifying perhaps how some things have changed and some things haven't. So the first key difference to me is that the case body is then being made this time out of forged carbon. Bloody impressive that Casio are bringing some serious tech engineering to the watch world. This is in turn then going to make the watch lighter and that case more stronger. The suggestion is then that the 2000 will be around 12 to 14 grams lighter than the 1000 as a result. The dial layout, though, to me looks pretty similar to the 1000, and I would hazard a guess that the functions will not be that far removed either, as you've still then got the screw down crown at 3 o'clock, and then the functions indicator at the 10 looks to me to be the same. The hour hand to me has morphed a little bit, seeming to become thicker and squatter, but the minute and the second hand to me look the same as before, although maybe the counterbalance on the second hand is slightly shorter on this newer version. Could be my eyeballs, of course. The bezel then has another significant change. It looks like it's gone to steel on all 3 models, and there are some peek throughs around it, as you can see, to the colours then peeking out from behind the bezel. Sorry, as I couldn't find any images of that new buckle and keeper, so I'm not sure if it's going to stay steel or whether they're going to change that up to something a little bit lighter. Also, maybe you might see some carbon or resin on that keeper. Another key difference, and again thanks to Morgan for flagging this up, is that the dimensions have changed, and that's going to have a serious impact, because the dimensions on the 1000 really did put many people off it. Some just literally claiming it's just too much of a chunk. So the suggestion is that the new version then will be 62 by 54 by 16 versus the 1000, which is 59 by 56 by 18. So that's quite interesting that it is that longer in the north to south. So I'm then hoping that the lugs here have got slightly more pronounced articulations. I mean, for me on the 1000 they do drop down adequately, but you're adding a couple of mils on there, so that is going to make it even longer. Maybe they're thinking about getting it sort of worn over clothing as opposed to under. Definitely a big plus is that it's going to be a little bit narrower, a couple of mils. and then also so it's a couple of mils shallower, and then also a couple of mils narrower across the dial. So I think, yeah, some significant changes there. Those changes really do make me want to get it on wrist so that I can do a direct comparison between the two. I have to say though, I am ridiculously happy with the 1000. So that I honestly doubt at the moment that I will be rushing out to spend my hard-earned cash on one of these. There's a part of me that is super excited to see those new models in the flesh, but there's also then a part of me that feels that this new release is a little like the where's it gone? The updated Frogman that basically stopped being a Frogman when they left all the dive functions off. But that's just my humble opinion. What do you guys reckon? Have they done enough to tempt you away from the 1000s, or is this kind of like a little bit too much of a cosmetic refresh? Or do you think it's going to make the Mudmaster then, or the Mudmaster brand, even stronger, and possibly, I don't know if it is possible, make the brand or the model even more popular? Let me know your thoughts. As always, guys, and again, apologies for not having the actual watch on or review. It's the last time I'm going to do this. And of course, until next time, this is your host, the Bombardier, signing off. Cheers, guys.